Hello, this is Lisa Albers, Grand Island Public Schools Board President, and this is Board Brief. Tonight we had our budget hearing, and school boards across the state are having budget hearings currently. I wanted to kind of go into a couple things that people are kind of talking about and what a budget hearing is all about. Of course, it's about approving the budget. Many of you probably got some pink postcards this year. So this was for LB 644. We called it the pink postcard bill, is what as most people called it. And it actually passed in 2021, but it took a little bit of time to get up and rolling. So the postcards were just sent for the first time this year. And you were able to kind of see where your tax dollars were going on your properties and if your taxes went up or your taxes went down. And some people got very confused by this. And so there's different entities that the tax dollars go to. They go to city, county, community colleges, and public schools. So it's all those entities that do receive some property tax relief. Keep in mind, public schools do not set assessed value on any property. That's done by the county assessor's office. So that is not the job of a school board. So if you have any questions about why your property value went up, then you would want to contact the county assessor's office and discuss that with them. So the Nebraska Unicameral passed LB 873 in 2022. And that is going to look like a credit on your Nebraska state tax return. So some people will see a credit for 25% of what property taxes they paid to public schools. So if you happened to have paid $400 to public schools through property tax, then you would see a credit on your tax return from Nebraska for $100. Also, we need to think about the fact that we know that we increased what public schools will be receiving. However, we have 200 more students enrolled. We have the same inflation rate that everyone else is feeling. So we're paying more for gas. We're paying more for groceries. We're paying more for every item that is utilized, just as we all are. So it is an unfortunate situation that we are in. However, we provide for over 10,000 students. The money that the state gives us is inconsistent. Over the last 10 years, the money the state has given us has actually decreased 3 different times. So it is a very difficult situation to be in, knowing what our expenses are going to be and not knowing what our funding is going to be. And keep in mind, the state government and federal government never fully fund special ed. And if you find this an issue, I would encourage you to contact not only your local representative, but also your representative for the state. Those people that go to Washington, D.C., they might be able to do something about that. I have contacted all of our representatives several times about special ed reimbursement. I also want to talk about unfunded mandates, because unfunded mandates are mandates passed by the unicameral that impact public schools across the state. At Grand Island Public Schools, we now have to offer a financial literacy course not only in middle school but also in high school to meet the requirement that was passed 2 years ago. In addition, last year, they also passed, the unicameral, a requirement that all students would take a computer programming class. So they make these requirements, but they give us no money in which to provide staff or to provide equipment. In addition, many of us believe that public schools and other local entities like the city and the county shouldn't have to rely on just property tax. It wasn't public schools that set this system up. It was set up a long time ago by the unicameral. So again, I would encourage you to contact your state representative if you think that there might be a better way to do something. I think they're always open for ideas, but public education makes for a better town, a better community. You want an educated workforce. Not all of our kids go to college. So we do need tech workers. We need everyone to be able to have the appropriate training they need to be a successful citizen in our city. and hopefully they stick around. So there's 244 public school districts in the state. We have a 13 to 1 student to teacher ratio in elementary school and a 14.5 to 1 secondary student to teacher ratio. And those figures were found on the Nebraska Department of Education. That's for 2021-2022. So the state average is 14.1. So we are aligned with that state average. As far as leadership goes, we have 79 full-time administrators, 42 school building level, 37 district level, which makes up 5.12 of the total staffing. Administrative salaries are 5.78%, or of the total 2022-2023 fiscal budget. The superintendent's salary is less than 0.25% of the annual budget for the district. However, salaries overall comprise 79% of the district, and our staff last year received a 3% increase in compensation for the school year. We try our best to keep dollars closest to the classroom where they will have the largest impact. But there are a lot of complicated nuances in a district that is 6th largest in our state. But I can assure you that GIPS does not overspend on administration. We try very, very hard to keep our budget tight, yet provide the best services and education that our students need. Thank you for your continued work and collaboration as we try to bring the best education we can to the students of Grand Island. Thank you.